Hello, everyone. This is Beth DeAngelis, Senior Director of the Women's Center, and I am here to talk with you briefly as part of the Mission Office initiative called You're Not Alone. I'm really delighted to be here with you and to share with you very briefly some thoughts I've had since we began this new series of events in the world with the pandemic of the coronavirus. So I want to provide you with a message of hope and reassure you that while we are physically apart, that we are still very much here for you socially and emotionally and spiritually as members of the Sienna community. So I have been thinking about this term social distancing and really paying close attention to the impact it's having on my life and the lives of others around the world. And I've noticed images of people supporting one another, providing support, crossing political lines to find solutions, and folks reaching out a hand to go to the grocery store for some of the more vulnerable people among us, or to inquire, how are you? How are you doing? And to really slow down enough to start paying attention. So I was reading a Thomas Merton quote yesterday, and he talks about times of difficulty and uncertainty, and that those times call for courage and hope. And so I was thinking about this concept of social solidarity and how this new way of being that we have been put into has led us into a way of socializing in new ways. So I've been drinking my tea and my coffee from this mug, and I want to share this with you because I've been choosing this mug, and I have many different mugs in the house, but I've been choosing this mug in particular because it's made in Thailand by a cooperative of women who have been rescued from trafficking. And they make these mugs to provide money so that they can live in a community with other women. And now more than ever, I'm finding ways to connect with people, finding ways to be reminded of the resilience and the beauty of the human spirit, and the ways in which the various contributions of people in our homes and in our communities and in the world really make and enrich our own lives. This culture prizes independence, it prizes ambition, and this pandemic has really put us on a different path. It's put us on a path toward interconnectedness and compassion. And I recall a conversation that I had with Brother Ed a couple of years ago. And he was describing compassionate leadership. And he talked about how compassionate leaders recognize the inherent dignity and worth of all persons, particularly those at the margins. And I thought to myself, wow, aren't we here now, most concerned about our senior citizens, most concerned about the people who have low levels of immunity, who have other issues that need extra support. And then he went on to talk to me about a compassionate leader's desire to serve generously. And aren't we doing that now? We are slowing down enough to pay attention to what really matters most. And the question that we ask ourselves is, what is mine to do? What unique gifts that I have, do I have that I can share to help the healing of the world and all of my brothers and sisters in the world? And then he talked to me about building relationships as part of compassionate leadership. Building relationships. How can we do that when we're physically distant, when we're separated? And we're seeing people posting talks and concerts. In fact, you can watch Puccini on Thursday night if you want, live streamed through the Met. There are yoga classes online. Our Mass was online this morning. Father Larry and Father Mark live streamed it this morning at 11 a.m. So we are coming together in unique ways to build relationships because we recognize how truly important compassionate leadership is, recognizing our interdependence, recognizing how important it is to serve others generously, and recognizing how important it is to build relationships. One last thought before I leave you today, and that is that you may have noticed an initiative, a movement that's taking place. It began in Italy, and a woman, I believe in Scotia, has started it here, and it's called 518 Rainbow, I believe. And as I was doing my walk through the neighborhood yesterday, I noticed a home with a beautiful rainbow on the front window. Looks as though the children had created it with construction paper as their art project that day, but it was just beautiful. And I came home to Google what that meant because it really struck me as an image of hope. And in fact, that's what it's intended for. So if you're so inclined, perhaps make a rainbow and put it in your window as a message of hope and solidarity for your neighbors and for yourself. Acting upon this idea of social solidarity, compassionate leadership, and really, really living the words of Brother Ed. How can we serve generously? How can we be relationship builders? And how can we be peacemakers in the world? So I hope you take good care, and I will be thinking of you. Please do not hesitate to reach out at any time. I would love to hear from you. And until we talk again, bye-bye.